going on, everybody? Welcome back to more Bomberman Hero. I am Tater Tot. You are amazing. Death Garden. This song is just wacky. I love it. Have we heard this yet? I don't think we have. I think this is the first level we've heard this song. I guess it's garden-y? I don't know. I mean, sorta? Here, have that. It's got a garden-y vibe. Also, do we have friends in this? I don't remember if there are friends in this one. I sound like an idiot saying, do I have friends? No, I don't have any friends. Yeah, there's a lower part of the level down here that if you're not paying attention, you can completely miss. Anyway, how you guys doing? It's the weekend here, so I'm doing pretty great. Actually, I had to work this weekend, which is, I don't normally have to work weekends, like, ever. Oh, there's a friend. See, I told you we had a friend! That guy wasn't a friend! Mommy! Mommy, I got bullied at school! And we're back. Anyway, I had to work this weekend. You guys ever have to work weekends? I know there's a lot of you out there from various walks of life, and I'm in a bit of a different kind of situation. I'm an engineer, so I do a lot of, I'm a mechanical engineer, and I do a lot of project management and whatnot, but I don't normally have to work weekends, so it's kind of a nice little thing for me, not having to work weekends. My wife's different. She has to work weekends occasionally, or she's on call, I guess, which is different. It's different than having to actually go in and do your job on a weekend. Anyway, I was there, but I didn't really have to do anything. I was more so supervising other people, which they didn't really need to be supervised anyway, but because my boss was like, somebody needs to supervise those people, I was like, whatever. I guess I'll do it, since they're my contractors, I guess. Whatever. I know, I'm bitching and moaning. First world problems, right? Oh, you have to work weekends and watch somebody else work? You have it so bad, Tater Tot. I do! Thank you so much for recognizing that. Somebody should recognize my pain. And you, unironically, unsarcastically recognized my pain, and for that, I am grateful. You ever had your argument flipped like that before? Probably not. Anyways, Death Garden. There's a lot of death, and there's a whole lot of garden. I guess that makes it a death garden, huh? Actually, you would expect, I guess Death Garden could be like, hey, this is the garden of death. You come in here, you're likely to death. But there's not, like, death anywhere. Well, now there is, because I've decided to come into the natural habitat of all these creatures and murder them and their family. But previous to that, there was no death. So, yeah, remote control bomb, again, makes another appearance, our good friend. It's okay. I mean, you're running and bombing. You're really not thinking a whole lot about where enemies are. You see an enemy, you bomb them. Really no rhyme or reason to having a remote control bomb, in my opinion. But hey, you know what? It's fun. Keep it in. Have some fun with it. What the hell? Oh, we got some interesting friends now. Oh, did I kill them all? Is that what just happened? Oh, okay. I was not aware that I did that. Okay. Oh my god. I was like, which one of these buttons does that as a Z button? Okay. I was trying to just barely grab the edge. That clearly didn't work or happen. So there's another one right here. And another one right here. And right there. We're going to jump right there. And then we're going to come over her. Actually, we're going to wait. Because I don't want the cringe to overtake me. Oh, it overtook me anyway! Oh! That's the thing about cringe. All you gotta do is start talking about it. And then it just finds a way, man. Just finds a way. Oh, I'm making a fool of myself in front of at least 7 people. 7. Can we get 7 likes on this video, guys? Let's shoot for 7 likes. One of them will be from me. In my 6 other alt accounts. Oh, you know what? I could get 8 if I had my wife like this video. I lead a sad existence. No! No! Oh, that damn platform! I never had a chance. That platform is OP. Hasbro, please nerf. Blizzard! Blizzard, are you watching this? Please nerf Platform 2 OP. I need there to not be a, just a buggy hook that can get you through, you know, can pull you through all sorts of cars and walls and whatnot. I'm making an Overwatch reference for those of you that don't know. It's a really ham-fisted one, but you know what? I went for it. I went for it. Yes, we did it! That's the game, everybody. Good night! Oh, jeez. Oh, we could do... Oh, okay. So I have to hit the red one. That's why there's the remote control bomb. Because if I hit it... Oh God! Oh, my goodness! That was really close, you guys. That was way too close. We're going to do a little... There we go. Awesome. I have 1 hit point left. If I botch this... If I botch this, I am... never gonna live it down. Okay, it's just an ADOC bomb, but still, it was gonna be necessary one way or the other. Yes, I do want to drop. I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, okay. I was like, there should theoretically be nothing down there, but knowing me, there's probably 1 enemy down there, and I left it alive just so I could land on it. Oh, that was way too close. Oh my goodness. So now that we got all those done, we get to play this one. I'm not excited about this one. It's got a lot of sirens in it, and it's got a really it's got a you know what? It's got an interesting mechanic in it, and you'll see what I mean. It involves bubbles. You guys like bubbles, right? Anyway, it's got bombs, and it's just a genuinely annoying level. In my opinion, there might be people out there like, Float Zone, oh yeah, that's my jam! Talk shit about Float Zone, you get the hammer. Speaking of the hammer, looks like I was the nail. Oh my god, I've done it! Yes! I've done it! I'm finally game overed. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Oh my god! So this is the game. I'm sorry. This is the game over screen. No, we're gonna end. Please end the viewer's torment. Please, I'm begging you. Float Zone! We're going back, baby. I'll cut to where I was. Hey everybody, we're back. It's sad. So yeah, when you die and get a game over, it's just the same as turning the game off, or turning the console off. You start over with everything back to stage 1. So you'll notice a little bubble icon down there, and let me just read this radio. If you get a bubble panel, you'll be able to float. Are you ready, kids? Here we go. You're in a bubble. So, there are little openings up here, and if you want to get a full score, you have to go 1 level at a time, picking things up, bombing enemies, grabbing another float panel, floating to the next level, bombing more enemies, collecting more panels, grabbing another float panel, rinse and repeat. You can tell how excited I am about this level, right? You can't automatically just cancel it, by the way. You have to wait for it to run out. I'm not exactly salty about this level, but I'm not exactly thrilled about it either. I don't know. Did I kill both of them? No, he's just floating around the room. Okay. I was about to be really concerned. I was like, I knew there were 2 when I came up here. Ah, this chair. I'm sitting forward. So I got a new chair recently, because I have to be a MLG Pro gamer. So I had to have a gaming chair. That's not really the reason why. I think I've maybe mentioned this in the ukulele video. No, probably not. At some point, I'm sure I've mentioned this. If not, here, there's the story behind my new chair, like you really care. Excuse me. Goodness. That's another story. But anyway, I got a new chair recently. It's a model I can't remember because I'm an idiot and I can't remember names. It's similar to a DX racing chair. It's blue and black because I love the color blue. There's another little nifty little tidbit for all you people out there collecting Tater Tot trivia. There you go. Tater Tot's favorite color is blue. Write it down, put it somewhere, put it in a book. That shit's important. But anyway, so I'm using the lumbar support pillow to try and keep my posture a little bit better because, you know, I'm at a desk a lot at work and my posture's not fantastic. So I try to do all I can to increase the ergonomics of my setup. But this has me sitting at the edge of the chair, which, granted, is not the most comfortable position in the world. And if I took this pillow out, I'm pretty sure leaning back in the chair would feel a little bit better. But right now I'm sitting at the edge of it and my butt is falling asleep. I'm starting to feel it, you know? Does this thing do anything? Pardon? Certainly, this does something, right? Am I crazy? We're gonna drop down a level real quick, and we're gonna select this at the top of our jump, right? Yeah, there we go. What did that do? Maybe that opened the, I don't know, but we're gonna try and jump up here real quick. Is there anything up here? No, obviously not, okay. So it's just 3450? That, you know, it's probably 3000. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the level. And yeah, so the chair's great. It was just a nightmare to put together. Oh goodness, let me. OP Seat is the name of the company. I have to turn around and look at it. It's plastered all over my my chair. But anyway, it's a good chair. It's a pain to put together. Putting the seat back on this was just it was a nightmare. So you're thinking, what was this? You know what? Let's go back for a second and talk about this. What was the name of this? Aqua Tank. So you hear Aqua Tank, the first thing you think of is water, right? Obviously, yeah, but there's no water. In fact, there's spikes and machinery everywhere. A little juxtaposition, I suppose. I wonder why they called it Aqua Tank. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. Little punchy rocket. Not a huge fan. Listen, okay, there we go. Everything's a water molecule in this, or an NH2 molecule. How do NH2 molecules behave again? I went to see Brain Candy Live with What's-His-Face and Adam Savage. Yeah, I said What's-His-Face. All of you Vsauce lovers out there now hate me. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. I'm not wonderful with names, but, I mean, I get by. I'm decent with names. Anyway, that's not the point. In that, they had a whole, you know, I went to the show recently, you know, a couple weeks ago. It was awesome. I had a great time with my wife. She's a huge Adam Savage fan. She's a huge Mythbusters fan, which is just cool for me. We're both engineers, and she's a huge Mythbusters fan, so I'm not going to complain at all. But we went to see that show. Awesome show. If you're, you know, a huge technical science nerd, I'd highly recommend it. It was a blast and a half. But anyway, they talked about the motion of molecules in that show, and I completely blanking right now on the movement of the NH2 molecule, which I'm sure is just really frustrating the zero science nerds out there that are watching this video as of right now. Okay, so this guy's a douchebag, and I'm going to tell you exactly why that is. Behind him is the Aqua Tank, right? You hit that to end the level. This level requires 3,000 points. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together. If I miss this guy, I have to do this whole level over again. So I'm going to go at an angle. There we go. Oh, and I hit it at the same time. Bonus! Bonerific! Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. So that was Aqua Tank. And so now the entire area fills with water. And that's the end of the level. You're thinking, well, that was awfully weird. That was an awful transition, right? Aqua Way, if I may. What's that? The Bomberman. I wonder why we would be getting that right now. I am tongue deep into my pop filter right now. I think it's enjoying it. It's probably enough of that. So yeah, same level, you're in the Bomberman and you're going through that hole we saw earlier. That's very interesting. Really cool transition. This is an interesting level, and I'm going to show you right now why that is. You see that guy right there? You're thinking, okay, That's weird. Yeah, he's gonna come at us, right? Oh God, Tater Tot, what are you doing? Don't know. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I think an episode ago I was talking about how you couldn't go backwards in Bomberman. I recognize now that I was an idiot. Anyway, you can run into his mouth. That's what I was trying to do. Oh my God, I never had a chance. Oh dear. So we got the uvula going to dodge that like an MLG gamer. Oh my goodness. I should go pro. We're gonna bomb the crap out of his uvula. His uvula. For those of you that don't speak tater tot. Uvula. And I'm gonna get 500 points for it. Oh, isn't that nice? Now granted, you're probably thinking this guy's gonna die, and you know what? You're probably not far off. But that, again, MLG Pro. This is not the tater tot you guys are used to seeing. I take it back! I take it all back! Hubris. That's what hubris gets you. You start talking about how good you are, and then something happens to make sure you get worse. God, get away from me! Oh, jeez. I've already game overed once. I don't need it to happen again. How many lives do I have? 3. Okay. That lets me sleep a little bit more soundly. But yeah, we're gonna be just fine. I think we're gonna be just fine. Okay, I'm just bombing like a maniac now. Who am I, Timothy McVeigh? Okay, I'm really sorry about that joke. That joke was extremely tasteless. That being said, I did recently watch a documentary about Timothy McVeigh and the Oklahoma City bombing, which was a very interesting documentary. It talked about Timothy McVeigh. I know nobody really cares about this, but it talked about Timothy McVeigh and what caused him to do what he did, like his motivation for it. And it was extremely interesting. Like, you know, he's one, I think, and I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this, but his ideology was decent, but his execution was just way, way, way off. You know, he was like, he was like, government says don't kill people, they go around killing people all the time. You know, government does this and that's wrong, and they're trying to do this, and, you know, unfortunately for him, you know, all the planets aligned in just the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things happened that were misconstrued from, you know, he saw, it had something to do with weight. There was a family in Waco that were white supremacists or getting involved in white supremacy groups. And I guess they had threatened some people, and there was a huge standoff. Or no, he was no, I remember what it was. He took up a business selling or sawing off shotguns because he needed money, and he was all by himself, and he and his family didn't have any source of income, so he was sawing off shotguns, right? And I guess there was the local police were taking care of it, and I'm really just ruining this story. It doesn't do it justice. Really, you just have to go and see the documentary to see for yourself what it is I'm trying to say. You can bomb this guy, by the way. Not only can you go in his mouth, but you can also bomb him straight to hell. But anyway, one thing led to another. He didn't show up for a court appearance, and the U.S. Marshals got involved, and the U.S. Marshals didn't care about what his predicament was, even though he had like one, you know, a very minor offense or something for sawing off shotguns, and it got really blown out of proportion, and they ended up, you know, sitting outside his house, and I guess one thing led to another, and they were told, hey, shoot everybody on sight that is wielding a weapon, yada yada yada. They were killed, you know, for not really much of a reason except for just living their lives and, you know, having guns. I mean, those were the only two offenses they had, were living their lives the way they wanted to and owning guns. Sure, they, you know, the guy was sawing off shotguns and selling them, and that's a whole other story altogether. They didn't have to die for it. That's something that set him off. And you don't really understand a person's motivation until you really have to sit there and study it. Am I trying to act as a white knight for Timothy McVeigh? No, absolutely not. What he did was atrocious and wrong and evil and vile, and there's no two ways to look at it. But you can understand why he did what he did, which is interesting. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, too much talking about sore subjects for a lot of people. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. That's a long-ass level, and I know you don't want to see all that again. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut to pretty much where I was toward the end of the level, about 8,200, and I will come back at some point, and we will rock and roll. Alright? Alright. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, here we go. Back, I did a little bit more than I did last time. I'm a little bit further along than I was last time, but I'm pretty much there. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of justify why I'm talking about Timothy McVeigh and why I think his motivations are interesting. The only reason I say that was because I studied psychology a lot when I was in college, and to hear somebody, to learn about somebody's reasoning behind why they did something crazy is interesting to me. Please don't freaking die. Don't do it. No! What was I doing? You know what? No. It's going to be a first for this channel. I'm going to finish talking about what I was talking about, and then I'm going to end the episode. Anyway, I'm just saying that it's interesting learning why he did what he did. I certainly don't condone what he did or the reasons he did it, but it was just interesting knowing why he did what he did. And, there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with, coming to understand a person's point of view, even if they happen to be a mass murderer or psychopath. It's just how they think as opposed to how you think is extremely interesting. And on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, and I don't really know why you would, bunch of dying game overs and talking about Timothy McVeigh, you must be crazy. But on the off chance that you like this video, you know exactly what to do. Jam on that like button. If you dislike this video, let me know about it in the comments section. If you really like this video and you're really enjoying the series, consider subscribing so you can be the first to be notified about new videos as they become available. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been Tater Tot. You have been awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.